Workers of the world unite. You have nothing to lose but your chains.
End the war! How do you end the war? No more! No more! Appropriations for war! No more! No more! No more! No more! Carry the message inside to the House Appropriations Committee that we're out here demanding that they cut off all the funds. Cut the funds! End the war! Bring the troops home! Cut the funds! End the war! Bring the troops home! The police are threatening us with arrest, and they have advised me that I should advise you accordingly. So those of you who don't want to put yourself in that situation, you should consider yourself duly advised. And those of us who, you know, feel that, hey, in the words of Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, all of the freedom fighters, Nelson Mandela, you know, and everybody, you know, whatever it takes to fight for justice, to stop this war, to stop them sending money to war. Every dollar they send to war is a dollar out of health care. Every dollar they send to war is a dollar out of affordable housing. Every dollar they send to war means less money for schools for poor children. Every dollar they feed this war with means somebody's gonna die. And we're not for this 12-month, 18-month phase withdrawal. That's just a year or 18 months more of people dying and killing. Our troops coming home in body bags or maimed, and tens of thousands of Iraqi people dead. So we're not for 6 months more of war. We're not for 12 months more war. We're not for a year and a half more war.
Troops out now.
We are for the war to end now, and the way they can do it is for this body to exercise its constitutional authority to just cut off all the funds, not one more measly penny for this criminal enterprise in Iraq. We're here to say that. Do we have a right to say that?
Yes.
Do the people of this country agree with us?
Yes.
Do the people of the world agree with us?
Yes.
Is the whole world watching?
Yes.
Is the whole world watching what this committee does today?
Yes.
Is the whole world watching what the police do today?
Yes.
Are the people on our side?
Yes.
Are we going to win?
Yes. $100,000 a minute for war in Iraq and Afghanistan at a time when there's desperate need right here at home. It is a crime because this is a Congress that was elected promising to be against the war, campaigning against the war, and here they are elected and voting to authorize and continue to fund it.
A number of us from the Troops Out Now coalition and also Code Pink and other groups were upstairs. We were trying to get into the appropriations hearings today on Bush's budget, war budget, and they basically stacked the hearings. They put staff in there to keep the public out. So we stayed in the hallways chanting to cut the funding off.
End the war! Bring the troops home!
Cut the funding, end the war! Bring the troops home!
Cut the funding!
They're arresting a veteran for trying to talk to Congress about the war! They're arresting a veteran for trying to talk to Congress about the war! Cut the funding, end the war! Bring the troops home!
Bring the troops home now!
Cut the funding, end the war!
Cut the funding, end the war! Bring the troops home! Cut the funding, end the war! Bring the troops home! Cut the funding, end the war! Bring the troops home! Cut the funding, end the war!
Didn't know.
Yeah, exactly. Before they got arrested, and they told the cops that it would probably be just like a misdemeanor citation, and they'd be let right out.
Queremos comenzar. Muchas gracias por haber venido. We want to welcome the members of the press. And
We have to get all the issues together, and in that fact, we have to have one solution, because the war is not far from the immigration, because the soldiers go to another country, no looking for job, to kill people, not looking to the dream, the American dream, to look the American nightmare. We support our troops, even if, like immigrants, we are not, like immigrants, they are not our troops, but they are human beings. We are human beings too. And we have to say that The only people that is not human being is the people that send you to the war and force you to cross the border.
Education, not for war and occupation. 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 Money for jobs and education. Not for war and occupation. Money for housing and education. Not for war and occupation. Money for jobs and education. Not for war and occupation. Money for AIDS and education. Not for war and occupation. Money for jobs and education. Not for war and occupation. Who's in charge?
I think this is a very historic encampment. It's in the tradition of the bonus army that occupied the mall, veterans from World War I who were not taken care of, who were injured, living in terrible poverty after World War I. They marched on Washington demanding that their needs be met. It's in the tradition of the Poor People's March on Washington in the 1960s, where African American people from the South and poor white people from the South came here, set up tents.
The rain yesterday and the ice today and the wind now.
Hey, Mike.
Okay.
It's going to be going on till Monday.
Here in front of the Pentagon, it's good to remember this. We're not only fighting the war in Iraq, imperialism abroad, we're fighting the war at home. There's a war at home, it's called police brutality. That's right. There's a war at home, it's called political prisoners. How many people know about Leonard Peltier and Mumia Abu-Jamal? There's a war at home and it's called Katrina. There's a war at home and it's called racism against immigrant workers. I leave you with this, sisters and brothers. You remember last May Day? Remember all of the millions of immigrant workers who came out around the country, shut the country down? Well, they're going to be doing it again May Day 2007. But they need you to be with them so they will not be standing alone against the rage, against the deportations. The people united will never be defeated. The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people united will never be defeated.
The people
united will never be defeated.
El pueblo
En español, el pueblo unido jamás será vencido.
Kick U.S. imperialism in the ass. Iraq united will never be defeated. Kick U.S. imperialism.